Sarlacc incoming.
What you needing now? You look spiffy to me. What do you need a healer for? Well, let me know when you find one. Priestess Gut's better at causing pain than curing it. The Absolute's got room for everyone, long as you don't defy her. And nobody's that stupid. If the Absolute says to take orders from a drow, then we toe the mark. No questions. Listen, the Absolute honors you and slays her enemies. She'll fertilize.
There we go.
With thy death.
On it.
To the ground. And they'll know she is Absolute.
Was?
Gesundheit.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already.
Bloody hell! What? Leave me alone! I didn't do anything by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Much like your words. End the latter to save the former.
Ah! Gone here, fool, did ya?
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their sanctuary is found, I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
Ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough. I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be. Are you here to join my hunt? Interesting. What do you know of this druid? There is no power except for the Absolute. If you are sick, speak to the Goblin's priestess. She too is a true soul. I have not seen this druid, but he harbors worshippers of a false god in a hidden grove nearby. I intend to find it and destroy it. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
My patience wears thin, true soul. The hunt must begin. Destroying it will demonstrate our power. Soon, all false gods will cower before the Absolute. I would expect nothing less. Together, we shall burn it to the ground. And when we destroy the trappings of this false god, the Absolute will reward us with such power. One, we captured a human who knows exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk. Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
Poor lad. I could give you peace, you know. But no. You gotta keep silent, don't you? Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Here to see your friend, have ya? Come and join him if you like.
Say we'll take over. His work is sloppy. He'll kill the prisoner too quickly.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
What? Think you could do better? Go on then, have at it. What? You shy or something? Fine. Muck it up, and the drow will have your head. Come on, Grush. There might still be a slurp of ale to be had. I want to watch that weird priest next door. Sounded like he was beating something up. Yeah, beating it good.
What? The prisoner?
Oh, forget about him. There'll be more of them.
Please, please. Let me out. There's no reason for this. Helsing, I don't know. He changed into a bear, but I lost sight of him. I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I know. Please, get me out of here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The lock clicks and opens.
Thank you. I better go before they catch us. I should be able to make it to the Grove on my own. They need to know they're in danger.
The Grove. To the east. They wanted to know where we came from. They'll kill everyone. Please, I need to warn them. Yes. It should be here somewhere. They said there was a hidden passage underneath this temple. The place was supposed to be abandoned, but when we arrived, Brian had instructions, but the goblins got him. They said they'd eat him.
I have to go. I have to get out of here.
I don't know. The boss didn't say.
He just said some wizard called Leroacan would reward us if we found it. That's all.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. It's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Him? Nah. Then catch one on your own.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
All right, calm down. I don't want no trouble. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
Don't you be streaming something I don't want to see, Timmy.
Huh?
Don't you be streaming something I don't want to see, Timmy.
You mean?
Steven accidentally took all the clothes off his character just to see what would happen. Then he was like, oh god!
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't want to hear no heavy breathing noises.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share the flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain.
Steak.
If you're lying.
Come on! You can do better than that!
So he's still there.
Who wants another drink?
Doesn't make any
As the drink talking. Absolute wouldn't speak to a worm like you. Gotta be so.
absolute.
Seen one of Those are close.
Sad is still. What's the tip got to be sad about?
My brother swallowed him all. Yes, they're awesome. Humans ain't good for much, but they make
Tastes even better when you nick it out of their cold dead hand.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's the truth. Absolutely speak. Worm like you. You'll be chosen here. You're the boss of the business.
Nothing beats the taste of stolen beer.
This is making my head hurt.
humans ain't good for much, but they make tasty beer.
Tastes even.
I could go for an apple's wreck. A good punch would probably finish it.
Oh, what's riding? Something's riding here. Oh, fuck.
Cry about it.
torment.
Time to strike.
Take two.
Bye forever, pal.
Taking position.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Now this is my happy place.
Taking position.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Take two.
I'm heating up.
My path be true.
Creator, destroyer.
What up, Steven?
Hello. Oh, hold on.
No, you hold on.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Hey. Wait. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
No, but seriously, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Hi.
If I didn't say before, hello.
Take two.
Oh. Hi. Hello. What's up?
Hey, hello. What's up? You know,
Let's
what's
get
up?
fire, baby.
Hello.
Howdy.
How goes it?
It goes.
Nice.
You know.
What's the good word?
Starfield is one of the best games I've played in the last 10 years.
So we were just talking about Starfield, Timmy and I were, and how we were hesitant.
If you like Fallout or Skyrim, why would you hesitate on a version of it that happens in space? For me, I loved both of those installations and series, so I was just waiting for something else to come out like that, and they finally did it. So my opinion is biased, but I love Bethesda games that are open world RPGs. It's just a lot of fun, and it's one of the first. It's like when you don't see me become like a murder hobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Steven does got pretty good taste in games. So.
All right.
I was having a really bad time at work the other day because my show caller was losing their mind and the client was losing their mind because they didn't make a ROS that was accurate before the show. So we didn't do a Q to Q for the entire 4-day conference, which basically means we didn't rehearse anything. We did everything on the fly based off of out-of-date information and someone just going, wait, that's not right. Hold on, we're doing this. It was crazy. So like every fucking saving grace moment of that day was me like doom scrolling on Instagram, and like anytime I saw a Starfield post, I scrolled right by it and then I started daydreaming about the game and like it put a smile on my face. So there's that. Dwarven Fortress.
Yes.
Oh, Robert with some Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Ball hair gate.
Was that Timmy?
Said balls hair gate.
Balls.
Balls of torment.
I rewatched the Dungeons and Dragons movie again and stayed awake this time, and I thought it was so interesting. I understand what you guys are saying. How
that movie's good.
It is, and this entire world that Robert's in Baldur's Gate is based off of lore and D&D, which you guys were trying to explain to me, but I didn't fully fathom because I was like, oh, so they just like take aspects of it? Like no, like Baldur's Gate is a place in Dungeons and Dragons. In that fucking movie, they name it. The guy says, I'm from Baldur's Gate. And then the other lady's like an actual tiefling. I was like, holy shit. Robert, what's your character? A tiefling? Is that you? What's that axe on the left? What does that do? Oh, okay. I play on controller, so it looks way different. Okay. Timmy, have you seen the Barrel Mancer?
No.
Oh my God. There's a video with over 1 million watches now, and the guy called himself a Barrel Mancer, and he did this entire goblin camp with explosive barrels.
Nice.
Damn, Robert.
Karlach.
What?
The stink of Avernus.
I have a spherection.
Erection, is that what you just said?
Yep. Should we use the device?
Ah, the devil's way, isn't it? So
oh, yeah.
I
grab it out the thingy.
A great fire roars through.
I just
hold on 2 seconds.
Robert, I just had this interaction, and
you
yours
are
is
the
completely
blade
different.
Of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a familiar figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe.
I reached a point in my playthrough where I have the Argonian or whatever. The other fucking lady that looks like me. We kind of look like orcish.
Yeah. The Githyanki?
Yeah, Githyanki. Lizal. She's with me. and she fucking hated me because I was being somewhat diplomatic about shit, and she just wants to be a murder hobo. And then eventually I started like I had to like no choice but to get into certain fights and like dominate. Now she's talking about how she's gonna like take me in my sleep.
She did it to me earlier.
It's like, oh, I haven't gone back to camp since. I was like, oh.
Man shudders with your desperation and sees the naked truth. You are a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldurs,
what
how
was
am
I saying? We were talking about stuff.
No! I will not be
So,
tricked!
wait, you are currently playing Starfield?
At the moment, no, I'm just sitting watching you guys do stuff.
I mean, like...
He catches his breath and his lips straighten.
It's in your...
Sheer
Yeah, I'm like 10 hours. I'm 10 hours deep.
Face.
Gotcha.
They gave it to me for free through Xbox.
You really
that's
no
cool.
devil, are you?
Yeah.
So, see, I'm just kind of like waiting on it. Timmy and I were talking about like waiting till it kind of goes on sale to see. But like, I think my biggest
I can only hope you won't have to find
concern
out.
about it
Truth?
is that
Stormy
other,
introduction aside,
might
I suggest a partnership
games,
instead?
Like, for example, Baldur's
The
Gate
Blade of Frontiers would make a
doing
formidable
things
ally.
better than what Bethesda did with Starfield, and like
I've
we
not
played
thrown
the
any
Skyrims,
tentacles
we
yet,
played
thank
the Fallout,
Baldwin.
and those
But
are
luck
good games.
won't be on our
but,
side
like,
forever.
They're also 10-plus-year-old games.
Seem like a good crew.
If you're putting a game out now at like
Yes,
23,
you have my
and you're
blame.
charging $70 for
Not
it,
to
I would
mention
expect
1,000
you to learn
souls.
from your mistakes.
I see the good in
from
you,
Skyrim
Carla.
and Fallout.
I
and from
promise
what
not to
other
lose
people are
sight of
doing.
it.
And
My
Even when the
entire
hells
gaming
burn
experience and Nilu watching me play the game has not felt like that once.
Oh yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, the
hero
only
act you've got
thing
going.
that is like even right now, like these conversations in Baldur's Gate where it
named
feels like the
strangers
body language is like there but a little off.
Excellent.
That's
If we
also
ever become
Starfield.
friends, I'll know
You kind of just you'll see like eyes will squint, but there's no like crow's feet or like sideways like push of the eyes. So there's little things like once I really started looking for the imperfections, I guess I saw them, but it's so overwhelmingly positive to me when it starts out that it's like you're not picking on the game for its imperfections. I don't know.
And this one,
I just, I'll wait till, the Game of the Year Ultimate Edition 2000 comes on sale,
Yeah, honestly, it's
all I'm
not.
saying.
It's like not one of those games that has like a 10-hour storyline and you're gonna see spoilers and be like, "Fuck it, now I'm never gonna play it." So there's no hurt in waiting. I think. Yeah, the game's vast. It's massive.
Ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name.
I'll stream it a little bit here in a couple moments if you want to check out. It's kind of where I'm at. So what's going on? Is that like, Robert? I'm looking at your character and you have like little like dots on your shoulders that are breathing out fire. Is that part of your character model? Is that your armor?
That's part of the character model.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's got a fire. Like, she's a demon, a devil, so she's got like a fire that burns within her. And that's basically those are like vent ports on her body.
Wild. She's a demon. There's a fire that burns inside her. She's on fire.
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
What are people? I'm curious what they're reviewing the game. I think my review would be like a solid 8 out of 10 without question.
I was telling Timmy that have you heard of the content creator Veritas?
I think so.
He did he put out like a 40-minute review of the game, and he's known to be like probably a pretty harsh critic of video games and development in general. I think that's kind of what he's known for in the online community. But I watched his video and he made like some really valid points, and so that's why I was kind of like Yeah, I can see what he's saying. You know, I've read other reviews and I've seen stuff on Reddit about it and things like that. And you know, don't get me wrong. You know, if people are enjoying the game, that's great. But like for me personally, you know, I just feel like waiting.
I'm not gonna talk you into it. I'm not. You do what feels right. I just know that I've thoroughly enjoyed my experience, and I love that every action in the game has. Not every action. Most actions in the game have some sort of
I'll just make
consequence.
myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
I like that because then it's automatically primes you for another gameplay.
Mind flayers, cultists, and of course your esteemed company.
Yeah.
Why,
Babe, based on what you've seen from the game I've been playing, what are your thoughts?
Tentacles, you know, quite shocking.
Say I'm
The
not a
druid
big
Halson
fan
had
of
some kind of
usually
mind
not
flare
like
specimen in a jar in his
watching
quarters.
you playing
A replica,
games
no
because I
doubt,
get
but
bored.
truly
But this
fascinating to
game
see
is really
up
different.
close.
It's like a movie. It's so real, you know. I
I thought-
enjoy watching this when you play it.
I thought she was about to say it fucking sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
I honestly thought that's where it was going to. Normally I don't like it, and this fit right in that category.
Yeah.
Fuck. It didn't make my point at all.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, the game is the shit thing.
It
Okay. All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Here. On the
87 out of
Sword
100 for a Metacritic score is pretty good. It seems like the people that dislike something about it really dislike it, though. They're giving, like this guy. These are two side to side. This guy gave it a 0 and said this game is complete joke. Everything is so outdated and you can clearly see it. Also, so many performance issues. I haven't ran into a single performance issue once.
I was gonna say like,
That's their system.
what's your like your system like? Because even my system can't run it technically at recommended specs. I don't have a 2080.
Oh, I'm running the game on Ultra, and it's one of the more beautiful games I've seen on this graphics card.
What's your graphics card? What'd you buy?
I have a 4070 Ti.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah. Okay, that explains.
You're
it.
either an
Yeah, I got it while it was on sale for
storyteller,
$700. So.
or
Yeah,
you've experienced
that
something
explains it.
quite exceptional.
I guess if
Tell
people
me,
are not able to
have
run the
you
game, I can see
noticed
how that's
any
frustrating because you're
residual
trying to think to
psionic
yourself like these
malaise
graphics
since
don't look
the
better than
alleged
Skyrim and
encounter?
you're running it on like medium. Yeah, I'd imagine that's an issue. But this other guy who gave it an 85, which I think is a fair score. I don't like to read 100s. I don't like to read anything above 90. I like to read the people in the 80s. I feel like those are the
form
most
a hive
balanced
mind.
reviews.
One shouldn't be able to hear their dark whispers. Unless...
So Starfield promises so much but comes just short of perfection. Despite lacking the thoroughness
That's
of
quite
Bethesda's
impossible.
prior open world
He'd have
games,
undergone
a wealth of
Ceramorphosis
gripping
by
stories
now.
and role-playing potential will likely keep players hooked for years. So he's saying it's not perfect, but it's fucking solid. That's an 80 out
I
of 100
can't
review.
attest to the specifics.
I mean,
but
Fallout
I do
and
know that
Skyrim
not
weren't
long
perfect either,
after insertion.
Exactly,
The
and I think
host,
if you learn to
that's
deal
you,
with those things,
turns
oh,
into
I
a
can think of the first bug. Actually, the
there's not
only bug I've
tentacle
seen
on
in the
your
game is I
I can
walked up
only
to an
assume you
NPC
haven't
and
been
the two NPCs started talking to me out of nowhere, and they were just chatting it up with me. And then it was like a lady and a guy, and the lady kept like fluttering her eyes, blinking them like a fucking like, okay, that's fucking nightmare fuel.
Ridiculous.
That's the only bug I've seen in this game, and it affected me a little. I was like, oh goddamn.
Perhaps that's for the best.
I also
I'd be irresponsible not to
I think
debunk
one of the
such a
last things I'll say
strange
about it,
claim.
since again I haven't played it, you know, is that like there is a whole lot of fucking hype about that game.
A lot
being,
of
like,
what? Sorry.
A lot of hype about that game being like the best RPG, you know, like
I could quickly
coming out for all time type of thing.
Sweet.
I don't know about that.
From like the I feel like on the developer side too, like from like Bethesda, like, you know, and again they have a marketing team, they have to
yes.
sell copies or whatever, but like,
I suppose I can.
you know, if you're gonna say something's the best, but
I'll
then
need to research
you're
the
not doing
particulars,
stuff
however.
like what Baldur's Gate
Give
does,
me a bit of time, and I'll have
then,
this little issue
you know,
sorted.
I don't know. You gotta step up your game, you know what I mean?
I think you're going to be miserable for a long time if you hold your standard to Baldur's Gate, because quite frankly, that's not how the industry works. And that game is an anomaly. And we should all be thankful as gamers that it exists as an exemplary standard. but very few companies are going to be able to meet that, especially someone that was already poised to release their game in the same year and didn't want to put like a big hold on it. I wouldn't expect this to run the same race as Baldur's Gate. I would think, yes, Baldur's Gate is totally in a league of its own. I agree, it is a fucking phenomenal game. I think I was even saying the other day, Baldur's Gate is putting companies to shame that aren't even in the RPG category for the fact that you can like switch camera views and feel like you're in like a third-person view kind of a mode and like really fucking like play the game differently. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I do
the only one who's had a
believe
villain's knife
Baldur's
held to
Gate,
your
we're not going to
throat,
see another game that gets like
One
almost a
night
perfect
soon
critic
when we
review
count,
for many
the
years.
veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
You're not wrong though. Baldur's Gate's fucking incredible.
It's a good time.
It is.
You're a good time.
You're not in any danger, I promise. I
Good to
can't say the same about me.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor.
Are you
so
being altruistic on your playthrough, Robert, or are you just doing whatever you feel like?
I am being how I would how I normally play through these games.
You're like kind of an extension of your own personality.
Essentially.
That's fair.
And then my next playthrough will probably be completely evil.
I get it. That's how I used to play Fable. Beat it on good, beat it on evil.
And then after that, I might try like a min-maxing, like, playthrough. Extensively doing research and wiki stuff.
So you just made it through the exterior of the goblin camp, right? Like you pretty much.
I mean, I've
that whole
gone
thing?
through it. I haven't killed the other two leaders. I killed Gut, but.
Got you. So, it's not a spoiler at this point to tell you what the Barrelmancer is then, since you've already seen that. So that area, the guy goes through, like, have you already used your anointed status to basically, like, convince someone, like, it'll be like a dialogue option, and it'll be like a, I don't know if it's like anointed or something like that. I can't remember the word. But essentially, it just, like, turns the roll into a 2, so you're gonna get it, like, unless you critically fail. It like works on goblins. I don't know if you've talked to goblins.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so sometimes there'll be an option that's like a unique option, and it's based off of you having that mind flare in your brain, and it gives you this like anointed status, and you're almost mind controlling them. So you basically like get your way, and the dice roll on it is a 2. So the guy walks through the camp unfettered because he has that same status that everyone gets while you have the mind flare in you. And then he's dropping off explosive barrels like every like 3 meters. He lines up like 90 of them, hits one, chain reacts, kills like 30 goblins with one fucking arrow. So insane.
Interesting.
It's so insane. Spoon. Feeling better? Okay.
Entirely.
I'm hungry.
I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each crash contains a safest purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
What, it's 15 minutes driving to work?
16 minutes, but like 15, 16 minutes.
I'm almost wondering
Countless scholars roam the astral
for
sea
the
and
first like
beyond,
week if I'm just dropping you off
observing
and
the ways
picking
of
you
our
up.
lessers exploring
Just so that way, if I
plains
need to
so
like
distant,
run and
order
get something
turns
for
to
the house or
chaos,
pick up food or
cold
whatever, you're not having to
fires
wait till you get
rage.
home to do that.
The plains are ever quaking,
Yeah, I want to make it
and their
so
peoples
your
ever
first
shifting.
week
The Githyanki
you're
possess
focused on
an
nothing but
eternity
your
of
job and getting
knowledge.
acclimated, and you're not
Yet
worried
we
about
still
like the
collect
house or
more.
food or I'll
Infinities
cook, I'll
upon
clean, I'll do all that shit. I'll
infinities.
get the house made. I'll just we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I want you to focus on your work. Oh, this guy came and he was our keynote speaker. So he gave out. Have you ever seen the movie Limitless?
Yes, I have.
With Bradley Cooper, and he's got the he takes that pill that unlocks all the potential of his brain.
Yeah.
A few warlocks in my
So
time.
so
Talented,
essentially,
of course, though
that's what
sometimes
this whole
too
guy's
eager to listen to
hour-long
the
keynote
devils on
was.
their
I slept
shoulders.
through it, but I had to
Comes with
ask
the
afterwards
territory,
because I only had 4 hours of
unfortunately.
sleep the night before. It's fucking crazy. So he gave out these little tiny cork-topped glass bottles. They're real small. It's smaller than my thumb, and it's got a purple pill on the inside. So I guess the whole thing was he brings a guy up on stage. They have like an impassable breakthrough, and then he takes the pill. They have a conversation, mental breakthrough, you know. And then the whole thing is like the wall is your brain, you know. The pill is a placebo. So he put one of these pills under everyone's chair. Everyone took the pill together. They gave out like 500 glasses of water, so everyone could take a pill. And they're all going along with this thing. And then he's like getting people hyped that like this pill unlocks your potential. Like look at what it did for this guy. Blah 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 blah. Essentially, he gets the whole room brain fucked that like this is what you're missing, you know. And then he gets the whole room to do like a social experiment that like kind of cements that in their brain a little bit. And then he totally turns heel on him, and he starts like being like, you just broke through your own mental barrier, like that pill was a fucking sugar pill, like anything you were just standing in the way of. And there's like people in the room like hugging each other, crying and shit. Like people are having massive breakthroughs because of this guy. And I was just like, oh wow, that was like the part I kind of came to, and I was like, what the fuck did I miss? Like what is going on? And then he like gave us some of these like, glass thing with the pill is like a little visual reminder of like,
we're traveling with the famed blade of frontiers.
That.
I feel safer already.
It's interesting. Interesting. Kind of wish I didn't sleep.
So he basically gave a bunch of people in the room LSD.
Dude, I thought that would have been so funny. He's like, oh, those were not the sugar pills.
The blade of frontiers.
Dude, I said hand out the green ones. The purple ones for Burning Man. Uh-oh. Oops. In the other bedroom is the, or no. In the top of the fridge on the door, in the top of the fridge on the door is the thing for this.
It's actually ayahuasca.
There you go. Top of the door.
Man, that would create like some amazing individuals, and it would fuck up a lot of people too.
Oh, it could. You could walk away from that and be like, I've been shutting myself down my whole life. I'm the biggest piece of shit I know. Just devastated. Either that or you're like Frank and Always Sunny, and he's like, you zip me open, Doc. All the repressed. You zip it right out of me.
But please
Just
try
have a
to
breakdown.
understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Oh shit, I don't know if I should be keeping this as cold as it is, babe. I can't even get it out of the...
Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you.
I feel relief that we found this place. I
Oh,
was losing
man.
my brain in the couple of
Well,
last
I'm really thankful for the amount of effort and work you put in for that. I have to just again applaud you for figuring that out. Thank you so much. It worked out very well, especially given the time crunch and me having to be at work and shit like that. I'm very thankful.
I love it that it has that
Very
basement,
well.
so we can put all
Perhaps
of your
there's
like
potential in you.
extra audio stuff
Let's
that
see how you handle
want to put
this.
somewhere in a
I am indeed
area,
a
like,
disciple of Shah,
store it.
mistress
We
of
can
the
do
night
that.
and lady of loss. I assume you've heard of her.
Yeah, we'll get there.
My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss.
It was so cute. The kitchen is so nice. I love the
Most
wood
fear
work.
the dark,
A
like
lot of
children,
wood work to it.
because in darkness they see their fears reflected.
Hey, Robert.
But Shah teaches us to step beyond
You can take
fear,
your other party members'
beyond
underwear
loss.
away from them if you want. You
In
can put it on other
darkness,
people.
we do not hide.
Just so you know.
Thank you for that tidbit of information.
Pain,
I thought it would be a game changer for you.
the promise of better days. All
Nah.
of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts.
These motherfuckers
We
kill my
shed
red
those
panda.
cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
What happened to the other